Hi, I'm Val.
Hi, I'm Dexter.
And this is Eavesdroppers, the podcast where we get nosy and listen in on others' conversations so you don't have to. If this is your first time listening, how the podcast works is we overhear things entirely on accident in passing throughout our day-to-day, and here we will try to guess the context of the things we accidentally overhear. Once again, I am entirely unprepared and I forgot to pull up the list again. But thank God I had Snapchat open because, if I hadn't had that, then what the fuck was even the point? I forget. I think I had you go first last time, so I guess I go first now, right?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna keep it real with you. There is no context to this. There is absolutely no way that this was in any way, shape, or form like a coherent thing that like this wasn't made to make sense is what I'm saying, right? So the situation was me and Remy were on the phone and I was sitting out in the living room and my younger brother Donovan walked past, and he says things sometimes just to get a reaction from people. And so as he was walking past me, when he was directly behind me as I was sitting on the couch talking to Remy, he says, "Eat, pray, queef," and then keeps walking. And Remy heard this and just starts losing his fucking mind because he can't even begin to, comprehend what the hell is going on here. And Donovan's just in the kitchen eating food from the fridge. And he gave us, traumatic anxiety from, and we reference it all the time. So yeah, eat, pray, queef. What are your thoughts and feelings? Your immediate reaction? What's up?
I hate it.
I know.
I hate it so much.
I know, me too. And that's the thing. Like with Donovan, there's no fucking reason as to why he says stuff like that. Oh,
sorry,
fuck.
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Sorry.
Did you live?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I hate this. We have to start all over. I can't do this.
Wait, why?
No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
I love you.
No, I love you.
But
anyway.
Wait, what's happening?
My mom walked into my room and I got scared. Anyway.
Oh. Good, awesome, cool. Donovan just says stuff like that sometimes, and he only does it because he knows that it will bother you. But out of all the things that he says, that was probably the one thing that was the most audibly jarring to me. Spiritually, I am at a state of constant unease because of this interaction that I had with my family member.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Me having to hear about it, also bad.
Yes.
I wish I hadn't heard about it.
Sure.
Well, there was a sense of innocence that I once had.
Yeah.
I no longer have that innocence.
Yeah, and it's all because of Donovan.
Yeah, Donovan did this.
That's okay. This one is okay. There's no.
We can't. We just can't.
We can't. There's no context to this. I just needed to vent, I guess, and share with you this horror story that I had of a horrible experience. And now we're going to move on, but that's just a part of our lives forever now, I guess.
God, I'm so sorry. I can't. I can't. No,
You have to be strong. We have to move on. We have to. I can actually get him in here and demand a fucking explanation if you want.
Yes, please, by all means.
Hang on, let me go get him. We need need you to tell your story on stream, or on whatever the hell this is. Okay, come here. So, I'm actually gonna stand so that the mic will, my headset will, like, be able to pick up what you say better. So, Donovan.
Yes.
In this court of law that we're in right now,
Uh-huh.
do you swear on your fucking life to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I suppose.
Okay, so here's the thing. You, at one point, with your own good Christian mouth, said to me and my best friend in the whole world, Remy, eat, pray, queef.
Yes.
So, can you elaborate? What is your philosophy? What is your ideology on this?
Well, it's simple. The three things you have to remember in life is you have to eat food, and then you have to pray to our Lord and Savior, and then, in order to appease our Lord and Savior, the dark god, you must queef.
Okay, but have you considered what the fuck? I have a counterpoint for you.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
But why?
Oh my god. It was was there any reason you, like, came out and decided to ruin not only my day but my entire fucking life by coming up to me and saying that in, like, the middle of broad daylight in front of the eyes of God and men? Like, is there any or was it just a baseless attack against, like, society as a whole?
It's because you're a cuck.
Don't call me out like this, please.
Listen, I have no other choice. There's all these people here.
It's an intervention.
They have to know.
The truth about me has to be revealed. This is a call-out post.
Yes, it does.
Okay, Donovan, I'm so sorry to bother you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Fuck. Oh, shit. Okay, so that is, again, a part of our lives that we're never gonna be able to forget or move on from. Alright, so, it is now your turn, my good bitch.
Oh yeah, sure. I have many. So
yeah, your list has grown so much.
Yeah, because you left school and I stayed. So without another person to talk to, I was able to hear a hell of a lot more.
Absolutely. Like, I have maybe, like, 5 things on my list. You have what I imagine a small manuscript of, like, things.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So here's one. Another one from the bus.
Another one.
Another one. Shannon.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Slap me over a log, that shit turns me on.
Is that's the end, right?
Yes, that's the whole thing.
Okay, thank God. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
God, Shannon back at it again in this Krispy Kreme. So fucking love her. So she I mean, this is just a classic case of, like, you know, I don't know. I actually don't know if this is, like, a proper term. Isn't it, like, okay, I'm gonna ask you because I might be a misdirected gay, but what does the term lumberjane mean to you? Because this is literally the definition of it to me.
Okay. It was just lesbian lumberjacks before. Or one. Maybe they're all called. Anyway.
Who was the first lumberjane? The first documented lumberjane? It was probably me.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
It absolutely was not, but go on. So, like, she just... Was that all you had to say?
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna... Listen, after editing that one part where we talked about how I said yeah, and then didn't say anything, I was gonna do that. But now that everyone saw or heard that I do that, I'm trying to not anymore.
Now that you've been made aware of your own, like, sins, you have to try to make it better.
I was gonna say flaws, but sure.
Sins. So, like, okay, this really is just, classic, lesbian activity, is really all it is. Like, I mean, you know, lumberjacks are commonly... said lumberjacks are commonly mistaken for lesbians, which
No,
is
no,
not what I wanted to say.
But you're so
I wanted
right.
to say, I wanted to say lumberjacks are commonly associated with lesbians just because flannel
Yeah.
and jeans and usually, and not to stereotype or generalize or anything, but like commonly kind of fucking ripped. Just a little absolutely fucking shredded. Like it's wild how much like aesthetically similar, like how like not ideologically, but like I feel like lumberjacks and lesbians share a lot of the same like attitudes towards things, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
sure.
they're in the same vein of things, and it's a good time. So really, I think she was just channeling her inner lumberjack / lesbian, and you know, like, because you know, all it's I almost said it's canon. It's a known fact, as you all know. Each lumberjack has a little bit of lesbian in them, and each lesbian has a little bit of lumberjack in them. It's really just like basic science.
Yeah, they just go hand in hand.
They do. It's it's lesbians loving lumberjack solidarity is what it is.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right, lumberjack loving lumberjack solidarity. So yeah, that's that. I guess. Good for you, Shannon.
Wait, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
But
yes.
now that we're on the topic of lesbians, I have a stupid story that I just
Please.
feel that I haven't talked much so far. So I'm
You
gonna
haven't.
make up for it with a story. Because that's just
Yes.
how I do things, I guess.
It's
So-
the right thing to do.
Yeah, you're so right. So, listen.
Mhm.
I was at Bath and Body Works smelling stuff, because that's what
Yeah.
you do when you go there. And
Yeah.
there was this one, we were in like a fall candle section or whatever, right?
Sure.
And there's a candle that was titled Flannel.
Sure.
Yeah, so that was the candle scent. And my sister's like, haha, lesbians. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you have
And
no
then
fucking
she-
clue.
Then she pops it open or whatever. Smells it, and it's like, yeah, okay. And then leans over to smell me. And it's like, yeah. Same hat. She didn't say that, but that's what she was thinking.
It had the same energies as same hat.
Yeah.
It's you. I can't believe they made a fucking like candle just based off of you. It's so fucking great. I still think of that one candle story. I think it was like on Tumblr, and it was like they found this candle in Yankee Candle that was called like Mountain Lodge or something.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's what it was actually called, but it was they described it as like a fucking like you smelled this candle and it teleported you into the arms of a very large burly lumberjack carrying you up a mountain, kicking down the door to a fucking log cabin and just laying you down on like a bearskin rug in front of a fireplace. That was what happened when you smelled this candle, apparently. And I think about it like every 15 seconds. It's so funny to me. But yeah, lesbians and shit. That's the good content that everybody came here for.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So, I guess I'm up next. This one is actually one that I've been, saying a lot because I told my parents about the podcast. And I was like, oh yeah, we uploaded the first episode onto, SoundCloud. Now, first of all, they have no fucking idea what any of the words I just said mean.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's not like they should listen anyways, because God, why would they want to?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the example that I like told them, and like everyone else that I've been explaining the podcast to, because I have not fucking stopped talking about it. So this is actually one of the last things that I heard in high school before I left.
Hey, I need. So, you know that picture of a guy saluting and then yelling?
Yeah. You can't say that, they're not gonna know what that means. There's so many pictures of a guy saluting and yelling.
You're right.
But it doesn't look like he's yelling, it looks like he's just screaming.
Yeah, actually, but don't worry, I'll just have, like, a link in the description.
You'll make it the background of the...
Yeah, so they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so... It was when it was one of the last things that I heard before I actually, like, permanently left the fucking campus. And it was... I was walking down the hall and I heard it in like typical accidental eavesdropping fashion. I heard it as I was walking down the hall. There were two girls walking together and one of them says to the other in a voice that made it very, very easily believable for her to be having an existential crisis. She said, "Am I a solid or am I a liquid?" And I distinctly remember telling pretty much everyone that I knew about it because it was the funniest thing that I'd heard, like, walking down the hall.
Hell yeah.
So, let's talk about that for a minute, huh? So, what are your thoughts and feelings initially?
Okay. Aliens.
In what way?
Sure. She's an alien.
Aliens. Can you elaborate? Sure, she's an alien.
I mean...
Like, what is there to not get?
What more do you need?
Right. That's pretty much all you fucking need. Okay. So... What? Okay. Is she describing, like, herself as an alien? Or is she describing, like, her taking on human form and she can't understand, like, which form humans are supposed to be taking? Because technically we're both.
Yeah, I feel like this particular brand of alien is gaseous, right?
Sure.
So she doesn't understand the concept of being a solid or a liquid or technically both, and she was baffled that she even had to think about it.
Yeah, like, you have to fucking pick one, fellas. You can't just decide to be... I sound like someone who's, like, really against bisexuality. I'm sorry.
Oof.
But, like, yeah, technically humans are both solid and liquid, and she's just trying to fucking make sense of it all. Like, she doesn't know what's going on. And she's, like, expressing it to her friend, who could potentially be an alien. If not, then she thinks it's just, like, a really weird conversation to be having with a friend, but I'm sure that she wants to love, support, and validate the other's, like, feelings. This is basically any conversation between us. Like, only one of us knows what we're talking about, and the other one is just trying to, like, comfort the other.
Yeah.
Like, why... Okay, just really quick, not that this has anything to do with, what was actually heard, but, like, why, like, you must have to do, like, extensive research on humans to, like, want to try and become one, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean...
So why... What?
No, sure, you go first.
Well, if you don't go, you're gonna forget, so please tell me.
I already forgot. Please go on.
Okay, so... Like, you have to do extensive research on humans in order to, like, want to become one. So, like, if she doesn't know what the fuck is going on, why is she like this? Like, why did she decide to become a human if she has no fucking clue what the deal is?
Maybe she didn't decide. Okay, so I said gaseous earlier.
Right.
So she was accidentally breathed into a person.
Yeah.
So the alien, out of fear, basically possessed this girl.
Oh.
And was exploring. Am I a solid or am I a liquid? And that was her first reaction.
Sure, I see. That actually makes total fucking sense. I'm so glad that we were able to sort that out. That's like the plot of, like, some fucking M. Night Shyamalan shit right there. Like, you're on the right track with that.
I have no idea what you just said.
Oh my god. It's like, he's a director who, like, directs a lot of movies with, like, really big twists at the end and stuff.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Aight, so that's am I a solid or am I a liquid? What's up with you, my dude, my guy?
Oh, I need another one. Oh god.
Yeah, it's only like the podcast.
Yeah, shut up. So, did you just piss in your ass?
Are you? Was that the sentence, or are you just asking me, like, as a friend?
Both.
Okay, cool. Well, I refuse to answer.
You're so valid.
Okay, wait. Look. What? Hang on. I can't. I think I just got fucking whiplash. What was the, like, not context, obviously, but, like, where did you hear this? Do you remember?
The bus.
On the bus. Just,
Yeah,
like, a random fucking individual who exists in this world and is now just living, having said that with his own fucking mouth, or her own fucking mouth, or their own fucking mouth.
It was on my bus, on the way home.
Oh, cool.
It was some dude. This guy. He says some pretty questionable things.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but, like, God.
Oh, like getting into, like, just blatantly politically incorrect territory.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, to be fair, we just said that lumberjacks and lesbians are within the fucking same, like, genre of human... Genre? What the fuck? But you know what I mean? So we're no better, really. Okay, yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like, he's, like, out there fucking throwing out, like, racial slurs and shit.
Yeah. It's bad.
That's awful. Yeah. So first of all, this dude is already a piece of shit, so, like, if anyone's gonna be pissing into his own ass, it's gonna be him. Second of all, who the fuck was he talking to?
The entire bus collectively.
Like, he stood up like a brave fucking man about to give, like, a speech, and just screamed that to whoever could listen.
Yes, that is in fact correct. Like...
Wait, okay, really quick. You read the bus with, like, middle schoolers. How fucking old was this, like, demon spawn?
He's a grade underneath me.
Oh, okay, because this sounds like some, like, classic middle schooler shit to me. Like, this sounds like the kind of stuff I would get up to in, like, the 6th grade.
Yeah, he acts like a middle schooler, but isn't.
That's, man...
He's gonna be a junior next year.
Oh, sometimes that's just how people be. Hey, maybe this summer will, like, change him and he'll come back, like, a more, like, educated, like, soft-hearted individual. I mean, it's probably not gonna happen. Yeah, it won't, but, like, it's good to be optimistic.
I mean, if that's how you want to look at it, sure.
So can you tell me what he said one more fucking time?
Did you just piss in your ass?
Did you just piss in your ass?
Correct.
To the whole bus? Like, as a hive mind, they just decided to do that? Like, what are you talking about,
I mean,
dude?
like, he might have had a particular person in mind, but he said it so loud, he may as well have been talking to the whole bus. So, I can't really be sure if he was talking to the hive mind. The bus driver definitely, absolutely heard him.
Good, as God intended.
And didn't say a word.
Oh, fuck.
He's
just like so
that.
Tired. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do.
His name is Dickman.
I know. I am very much aware of bus driver Dickman.
God, I love him so much.
No, what a good boy. So, listen. Holy shit, one of the wavelengths I made just looked like a T-post. It's just before 25 minutes in case you're interested.
What party?
25 minutes. Hello?
Like a sleepover?
I cannot hear you.
Sorry. What? I'm busy. Please close the door. Please close the door. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. You could talk to whoever it was you were talking to. I didn't want to, like, stress you out. I couldn't tell if you were trying to talk to me.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I hate that I have to edit all of these out. I'm dying.
Dude, we're not even, like, close to being finished.
I know.
Oh, fuck.
And the first one went so fast.
It did.
Whew.
Because we both had, like, so many things. Okay, you know what? Let's just forget it. We were talking about pissing into assholes. Let's just focus on the family here.
No.
Bad. So like, at this point, this kid is a fucking loose cannon. No one can control him. He might as well just get up and, yell whatever the fuck he wants. Not that he should, but that's, it's out of our fucking hands.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So what... I mean, it's pretty fucking straightforward what he's asking, Like, there's not really a lot to, like... He didn't leave much room for, like, guessing.
Yeah, sure, but why did he feel the need... Okay, so, since he made his point pretty clear...
Right.
Why don't we, instead of figuring out why he said it, we should figure out why he said it to the whole bus.
Maybe he has, like, fucking, like, senses. You know how Spider-Man has, like, spidey sense? Maybe he can just feel these things? And so he stood up because he couldn't tell exactly where it was coming from, but he knew that it's, like, so help him fucking God, he knew for a fact that someone somewhere on this bus just pissed into their own ass. And God fucking damn it, he's gonna find out who.
He has to expose them.
He gets to execute them. That's his main goal, is to blow up in the neck like he don't know nobody.
Oh my god. Nyang, 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 nyang.
Ngang, 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 ngang. Fucking chain chomp looking motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so I guess that's that then, huh? He just, like, his sole fucking purpose, he's a hitman, but only for people who piss into their own asses.
Wow.
God, I wish I could have that fucking occupation.
No. Hey,
this is the second time that we've...
Sorry,
yes?
you go.
No, you have to go or you're gonna forget again, you know that. Please interrupt me.
Forgot!
Oh my god, why does this keep happening? Listen. Okay. So... Oh no.
Oh no? Did you forget too?
Forget. Oh no, wait, I remembered.
Oh,
I remembered, God. Okay. Holy shit, we almost had a fucking, like, strike down the moon category apocalypse event there. But, so, this is the second time that we have been able to turn something that we have either overheard or seen that was, like, vaguely upsetting, or, like, just weird out of context, into, like, a Hitman scenario, and I feel like we have, like, a problem with it.
But Hitmans are...
There's, like...
They're fun.
There's a theme.
Okay, yeah, sure, but it's a good theme, and I like it a lot.
No, it is an extremely good theme. It's a motif. I don't even know if I'm fucking using that word right, but you know how it is.
I feel like you are, but I don't know anything. I haven't gone to school in, like, months.
Dexter,
Yeah.
I've never gone to fucking school. I can't stress to you enough. I am the dumb bitch.
Trademark.
Trademark. Okay, so I guess I'm up now.
Wait, let me make my Shadowbucks joke.
Alright.
We were talking about hitmen, and yesterday or maybe the day before, I don't remember, I made a stupid joke about hiring a hitman because I do it a lot. You're right, it is a motif. Or whatever that means. I was like, I need to hire a hitman to kill whoever I was talking about. And then I'm like, oh man, I don't have enough Shadowbucks.
Shadowbucks?
Yeah, because you're on the
like
dark
the currency?
web.
Yeah, the currency they use on the dark web.
Yeah, like I've watched someone play Welcome to the Game. That's definitely what they'd use. I'm an expert.
They use Neobucks.
Neobucks. Noir dollars.
From Neopets. No! The forbidden... These are the forbidden coins, my guy. Please accept them into the dark vending machine? I don't know.
Anyway, sorry. I just wanted to talk about Shadowbucks.
No, you're absolutely fine. Okay, so, next thing, I guess, which is gonna be me. Okay, so, this was something that I actually overheard at the park where I work. And, like, while we're out there, like, cleaning up and picking up sticks and, like, repainting, like, road signs and stuff, or, like, campground numbers. This was the first thing that I actually heard that I was like, oh shit, this is totally something that I could put on Eavesdroppers, which was really cool. It was a little kid, it was a little boy, and he was in a campground and he was talking to his mom or like aunt or somebody, someone who I assume he's related to, and he basically just walked straight up to her and said, hey, do fish have nipples? And I assume that she like answered the question, but I was so like, it felt like I was just like punched in the face because it was just the funniest thing that I'd ever heard. And so I didn't hear the rest of the conversation, and by the time like I was back on my own fucking plane of existence, we had already passed by the campground. But that was so fucking funny.
Fish titties.
Not that there's a lot of like context to figure out. Fish. I know that I was gonna say that this is like, we don't even really have to figure it out because it's just like a question that a kid asked. But at the same time, I don't know if fish have nipples. Like, for sure.
No,
like,
they
all
don't.
of them.
They don't. No.
Hey, Google.
No.
Do fish have nipples? That's okay, man. I don't either, to be honest.
Wait, did it answer?
It said, I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, you fucking idiot. I literally cannot comprehend how stupid of a question that was. Goodbye. But yeah, so that happened. Do fish have nipples? The world still isn't fucking ready for the answer, I don't think.
The answer is no.
Well, okay, but like, wait.
Are
you sure?
Yes, I'm sure they don't have nipples.
No, because wait.
No.
Am I gonna have to get another fucking expert in here on this? Because my dad said that he milked salmon. I'm not fucking around. He said that. That's what he said he did.
Get him in here right now. I have words.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, I'm gonna go quiet because I'm very scared. But please still get your father.
Hey, Dad. Did you milk salmon? I'm sorry. I forgot you're in the middle of a movie. Shut up. Okay, so he's on his way. It's now a goal of mine right now to get at least one member of my family in here this episode to talk about something. Hello, Father.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So I'm recording Eavesdroppers right now, and we were talking about something that I overheard when I was working at the park. A little boy walked up to his mom or aunt or someone who he's assumedly related to, and he asked her, do fish have nipples? And I thought it was really funny, and I think that like she probably gave him an answer, but I didn't like hear it because by the time that she was talking back to him, we were already like further down the road. And I said to Dexter, like, I don't know, man, do fish have nipples? And he was like, no, they don't have nipples. And I was like, well, are you sure? Because I distinctly remember my dad saying something about, like, milking fish before.
They do not have nipples.
Oh, thank God.
You run your finger down the female's belly and the eggs come out. They usually will milk them into a bucket. Then they will take the male, run their hands down the male, and it will spray onto the eggs and fertilize the eggs.
Oh, so it's not like actual milk. Well, okay, shut up, I didn't know.
No, it's not milk.
No, I
It's
understand.
the-
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Just want to make sure.
Gotcha.
Alright. So, now that...
This was
hi,
a
Katie.
worse
Now that-
answer than I could ever have imagined.
Hey, this is the worst fucking thing that's ever happened to us as, like, a fucking unit of people. Okay. So that was my dad. Please love him. This is all he has. But yeah, so I'm glad that I'm not.
No,
I'm
I
not glad
hated
that
it. It was so bad.
Thank you all for coming on this sexual fish journey with us.
Ah!
I was so confused because I remembered him saying, like, oh yeah, you fucking milk these fish. And I'm like, you can do fucking what? Because I thought, I was under the impression that you couldn't milk them either, but I was like, oh, I guess I'm fucking wrong. But I guess that's just, the term for Okay, really quick. There are people that like so my parents work at a vet. Dexter, you're gonna kill me.
Great.
So,
I can't wait.
my parents work at a vet. And they talk sometimes about like dog breeders, right? And how in order to get a certain like mixed breed of dog, like you can't have like a fucking Chihuahua and like a fucking Great Dane like have sex or whatever, because they'll fucking like kill each other. And so I'm not saying that this is an actual dog breed, but I'm saying like there are people who have professions that literally are just jerking off dogs so that they can make weird, like, hybrid dogs, which, first of all, I am entirely against because I don't think that a lot of those breeds are necessarily healthy. Like, if I may be real for a second while we're talking about dog semen, there is, like, a fucking, like, if you look at, like, pugs or whatever that were around back, like, 100 years ago or whatever, they look entirely different than they do now because of all, like, the disgusting breeding practices that we've done. So now, like, they have such like a broken like nasal passage from what we did to them through like genetics and stuff that it's hard for them to like breathe. Sorry, I had to go on a really small rant about something that I am passionately angry about. But yeah, those are just people out there that exist in the world, and that's a thing that they do and get paid to do and get money for, and I don't want to live in a world that's a thing that we have in it. I'm having a fucking crisis right now. Hang on.
Take your time, I love you.
Thank you. You're so supportive. Hi, kitty. But yeah, so that exists. That reminded me of that. So I guess you can do that with fish, but like not like crossbreeding. I mean, I fucking hope not. Hey Dexter.
Yeah?
This podcast was a mistake. I want you to know that.
Yeah, I already know.
If you stuck around for the first episode, I'm gonna guess you're already gone by now. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great fucking life.
Well, if they're already gone, you can't say that to them now.
Well, maybe they stuck around just to hear that part. Goodbye.
We love you.
Love you. Okay, so now it's your turn. Please, for the love of God, take the wheel away from me.
I think I have something that isn't ass or
something that isn't inherently fucking disgusting.
Yes. Okay.
Cool. It's what we need right now. I need something pure and wholesome to cleanse my soul. Or, just anything other than, like, what we've been talking about the past hour and a half.
Sure. You laugh like a Windex squirt bottle.
Wait, was that in reference to me?
No. That's the thing I'm talking about. That's the thing that I've heard, and I need you to know that the thing is a part of it.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That's so fucking funny. Holy shit.
Like,
oh my god. Like, the onomatopoeia is crucial.
Yes,
to this,
it is.
To this being funny.
Listen, me and Kristen were sitting in, well, I was sitting in her art class. She was just in art. I was at lunch. And
Sure.
They were doing something, but they were just chilling. And this guy in the way back who was talking to a girl, and the girl was talking to him. And I'd like everyone to know that this guy's name, also Dexter.
Aw. Oh, wait, this is the evil Dexter.
Yes!
The forbidden Dexter.
The false. Anyway, so she told him that his laugh sounded like a Windex squirt bottle, and then made the noise. It doesn't even sound like a Windex squirt bottle.
Because, like, okay, the only thing that I can, like, even remotely, like, get close to that is I used to laugh like that dog from Wacky Races. I can't remember his fucking name. I don't think that you've ever seen that, but there was a really old cartoon, like back like Popeye Flintstone type thing, and there was this dog, and there was like a bad guy, with like the mustache and everything, and he was trying to kidnap Penelope Pitstop, who was like the girl racer. I think there were a few of them actually, but he was like a stereotypical bad guy, and he had this dog. He was kind of like the dog from like Duck Hunt or whatever, who would like laugh at you, and he always laughed like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And that's what it reminded me of. But I don't think I've ever heard someone laugh like like I don't. It sounds like you're imitating a fucking Windex bottle. It sounds like you're trying to be a blender, and it's and I don't. I mean, good for him. That's like really. There isn't even like a lot of context to get behind it. It's just like a really funny thing.
Yeah, actually.
Oh fuck. Do you think that hurt his feelings?
I mean, maybe a little. He did seem like fine afterward.
Sure.
But maybe he's one of those guys who just like lets it roll off his shoulder, but secretly it simmers, and then he kills her later on.
Oh my god. No, that was actually like legitimately one of my biggest fears in high school for a while, or really like in school in general, that I was gonna say something to somebody and they'd be like yeah, and then like a week later they'd just like come and like stab me in the knee or something. Like they would just beat the shit out of me.
Why the knee?
Because it's like the least convenient place to get stabbed, I'd think.
But it's
like,
also
I mean,
really inconvenient to stab. You have a kneecap, a knee shield. It's built in.
The force field, Val. Come on. But you know, because like it might not kill you, but it'll like fuck you up really bad.
Well, yeah. But again,
that's what I'm saying.
Maybe the back of the knee.
The back of oh god. That's like fucking Achilles heel, but like worse.
Yeah, I hate it a lot. I shouldn't have mentioned it.
Yeah, now everyone's upset and uncomfortable. Okay, so there you go with that. I have one that a friend of mine actually told me about. So, my friend was at oh my god, where the fuck were they? Was it like Hardee's? Or like Checkers? I think it was Checkers. So they were in Checkers. Sorry, my cat's like making a bed right now.
She's perfect.
She is. She knocked over my dirty fucking clothes hamper, crawled inside, and that's just where she's decided to make her home, I guess.
Aww.
So my friend was at Checkers, and my friend basically asked, like, hey, can I get this burger but like without mustard or something? And the dude on the intercom basically says, well, what are you gonna do if I give you mustard, huh? Like, what will you do if I give it to you anyways? What'll you do? And my friend's just kind of, like, standing there for a second, like, and then the dude starts, like, laughing, and he's like, nah, it's fine, it's whatever, man, I'll get you your fucking sandwich. And so he pays for it, he takes the sandwich, and he leaves, my friend, and so, like, as my friend was telling me about this, the only thing that we can't figure out is, like, why the fuck did the dude say that just to immediately take it back? Like, what was even the purpose? You could have said from the beginning, oh yeah, absolutely, but instead you had to make it into, like, a weird, awkward interaction where I was afraid that instead of giving me a sandwich, you were just going to pull out a gun and, like, pistol whip me, take my wallet, and piss on my grave. Like, what the fuck? What is this?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We could be boring and say that he had a bad day.
Right.
Or,
but God, who would we be if we did that?
Yeah, you're so right. We wouldn't have a podcast.
Right.
Or, I want to say ghosts, but I could also run with my previous alien theory. Maybe he's an alien too, and he doesn't understand Earth customs, and his buddy who's still up in his ship was just like, no, you can't say that. That's not what they do down there. You need to give the sandwich.
That's what they'll be expecting.
Yes.
Yeah, like that was pretty much the only thing that I didn't understand was like why would you say that? That's like the only thing we have to figure out. So like, okay, hang on. Once again, if he's like why is he here if he's an alien then? Like, what is his purpose being a fast food server? Like, what education is this giving him on, like, Earth culture?
You can learn a lot of shit during your fast food jobs. Dude.
That is absolutely, like, completely fucking true, actually. Not that I would know, but, like, you know, you hear fucking, like, horror stories, like I've said.
Yeah.
Like, you hear some shit about working in any job that requires you to, like, talk to people on, like, a daily basis.
Yeah, like, I have a buddy who works at a fast food place. And, like, shit goes down there. Like, their boss sucks.
Yeah.
So bad where, like, everybody was just like, hey, we're gonna collectively quit. Would you like to join us? I don't know if they went through with it, but that's the thing that they did hypothetically do.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucky, like, you know,
Shit gets intense down at this McDonald's.
yeah, we stand the Denny's Rebellion, ladies and gentlemen, and all other configurations of being. But, like, here's the thing, when you work any job in customer service, and I use the term customer service as, like, an umbrella term, because really, like, again, it's like I said, any job involving, like, having to have a lot of interactions with people, like, I think that's why I like going on VR chat so much, because, like, you can just hear people tell stories. Like, I know that a lot of the time it's just some fuckwit, like, running in there, screaming insults and blasting anime music at, like, you know, 4,000 decibels above, like, what is normal hearing range. But, like, I like hearing people's stories, even if they're, like, bad shit. Like, I just fucking, like, tell me about your day, you know? Even if it's shit like this, because it seems a lot of the time, like, people who have the most boring, mundane jobs have the most interesting stories to tell about said jobs, because, like, there's not a lot for you to do. They're, like, really menial, baseline, repetitive tasks, but, like, the people you meet, you know, and, like, the things that they do, it's like, God, there's a pretty good chance you're gonna be, like, dealing with some shit out there. But, like, yeah, I feel bad that this fucking alien's, like, one, like, potentially and probably first exposure to Earth culture is just, like, being in an establishment in a position like this, where they're just like, oh, fucking, you know how it is. Some person comes in, you know, tells you to slap your own nuts and die, walks out, doesn't even buy anything, and that's just how shit be here on this bitch of an Earth. And
maybe that's how that phrase started, was these fucking aliens.
One person said that, they put it on the internet, and then everyone else just kind of, like, followed. One alien said that, and everyone else just, like, followed suit.
Yeah, because we're all in agreement.
I can't believe that half of the, like, memes on this Earth have actually come from, like, aliens, and we didn't realize it. Like, they just came here to make memes, and they accidentally got super popular, and now they're, like, freaking out. Oh god, what if they find out? Then they'll never meme again. We have to protect this culture we've created.
So you're saying that aliens created memes?
This podcast has been canceled.
Wait, what? No! You have to... the lore! You have to talk about the alien meme
the lore. We've done enough. We've done enough. We have to stop. Alright. I have completely fucking lost track of time, and I can guarantee you that we absolutely have not done enough, just because of, like, the stuff that that you unfortunately have to edit out.
Yeah.
So let's do one more from you, and then we can wrap it up
with our final thing that we do.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, since we did a couple relatively pure ones, I'm gonna 180 and get us back on track, so to speak.
Okay, listen, I can't. I can't talk about dog semen again. I refuse. I will absolutely drop the fucking microphone right now and walk out of the room if you make me do this.
It's gonna, okay. It's, sure, fetishy and kinky, but doesn't have anything to do with legitimate sex. Okay, here we go. Toes are the key.
To what?
I don't know, that's all it says.
To my heart.
No! No!
I can't. Okay.
Die in a fire.
Toes are the key to, like, ending world hunger and, like, finding true peace and happiness. Listen, okay, this is really cheesy sounding, but, like, I'm looking out my window right now, and the sky is, like, this really pinkish orange, and it just got done raining, so, like, there's water dripping down off of the roof, and everything's in this really, like, warm, glowy light, and it's just really peaceful, and we in here talking about toes, Dexter!
Yeah.
Like, I'm wasting my life talking about fetish stuff when I could be out, like, enjoying, like, nature and, like,
frolicking
being,
in fields.
Yeah, and, like, petting animals and not at all thinking about their genitals. Like, but no, we in here in this house talking about toes. Let's fucking go. Okay. Toes are the key. Here's my...
Okay, sorry, you go first.
No, you go, you're gonna forget.
You're right. So, let's consider, like locks? Maybe they're legitimate keys.
Hey, like locks? Have you heard? Oh, you haven't heard.
Oh, you seriously? Really? No locks?
Let me tell you about them. Okay, I don't... alright, sure.
Or maybe like a skeleton key that's like shaped like a toe? Or toes.
That shaped like a or multiple toes.
It's plural in my notes, so let's say plural.
Okay, so shaped like a toes. That makes me think of, like, a fucking, like, witch's cabin sort of, like, situation where, like, it's a key and a lock, but not in the sense that you think it is, and so you have to find, like, giant's toes or something to, like, stick in, like, a potion bottle, and then it'll, like, let you through your door. I don't know. My mind always immediately goes to, like, video games and shit, so what I immediately thought of is, like, playing a game, but your feet have to hold the controller, and you have to push the buttons with the toes. It's like a secret cheat code. Like, we're gonna invent a new type of gaming console where the controller will actually be able to, like, tell, like, through an algorithm whether you're playing with your hands or your feet. And if you play with your feet, it'll unlock, like, a secret level or ending or something for you.
Or maybe you just we invent a new console, but it's just 100% with your toes?
It was specifically made for the feet. Technically, you can play with your hands, but you will be shot on sight.
I mean, like, people without arms need a gaming console too, you know?
Yeah. Okay, well, we turned something vaguely fetishy into, like, a wholesome, like, let's make something more, like, accessible type thing.
Yeah, that took a
in
turn.
A really, really weird fucking way.
Yeah. That took a turn that I didn't anticipate. But I like where it's going.
It never does when we talk to each other. This is always how shit ends up. We could be talking about, like, literally anything. And we will just switch it right the fuck around. And just... It's very, like, visually, like, sudden and jarring to experience. Wait, did I just say visually instead of audibly?
Yeah, you did. But, I mean...
I need you to punch me in the dick.
I mean, you fixed it, so who cares?
Well, it's the principle of the thing, Dexter, please.
No.
Let me restore my honor. So, yeah. I mean, toes. So, yeah, I mean, toes. God, I just looked at the fucking, wavelength thing, and it's just, like, a blue sphere.
Yeah.
Like, the size of my fucking fist when I decided to empty my lung capacity into the mic. I like where we went with that. I think that's pretty good.
That was good.
I feel like if we continue with it, then we're just gonna end up making it worse.
Yeah, and kinky and bad. God. We did that
very, very bad.
Already. And also the last episode. I think we're good for a little bit. This will be like our small break. We'll get back on it next episode, probably.
Absolutely. I have no fucking doubt in my mind. I can guarantee fucking to you that's what's going to happen. One thing that I wanted to... A couple things, actually. First of all, this is for everybody, so if you've been editing this out, now is the time to stop.
Okay. Thanks for the advance. That's from future me, by the way.
I got you. I got you, B. Love you. We don't know why the theme song is so fucking crunchy. Like, it is. I swear. Okay, so here's what happened in case anyone knows what the fuck is going on and, like, wants to tell us how to fix it because we're idiots. We're basically Amish when it comes to fucking computers and technology and shit. We have no clue what we're doing. But what happened was I made the Eavesdroppers theme song on GarageBand, and I then sent it to Dexter so that he could edit it in when he does editing stuff. But we couldn't... So on my phone, it sounds absolutely fine. Like, it sounds like high quality. It's just a song, who gives a shit. But I guess... And you're the one that's putting it in, so I'm not sure, like, what the situation is. But when... Like, it's on SoundCloud, as I'm sure you've heard if you heard the previous episode, or this one, I guess, like, in the beginning. It's just super, like, crispy. It sounds like we deep fried the song, as Dexter put it.
Hell yeah. That's my joke, trademarked.
Yeah, you did it. You sure fucking did, man.
Is it, like, a goal of everyone in the house to interrupt my podcast? Yeah, I'm in the middle of a podcast. Okay, bye, I love you.
What happened?
She needed to tell me that we're leaving at 9.
Fair.
Oh, I'm bleeding.
Wait, what?
I'm bleeding.
Like...
Not profusely. I bleed all the time. It's fine.
So, anyways, back to the song thing.
Crunchy.
Yeah. It was just super fucking crunchy, and like... It almost sounded like 8-bit, you know? So if anyone knows why that is, or if there's a way to fix it, I have GarageBand on my iPhone. I don't have an Apple computer. And I don't know what kind of phone or computer Dexter has.
It's a Toshiba, and it's garbage.
Yeah, you're gonna get a new one soon, so it'll be better, but...
you underestimate the lack of money that I have.
I thought you said you were gonna get one.
I forgot about taxes!
Oh, honey. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. It's okay. We'll get there eventually, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, you know, this is probably not a thing to talk about. Well, I mean, you know, it is gonna be a thing to talk about, like, on the podcast at some point, but what do you think about, like a Patreon or something?
Yes, I was thinking about making one, actually, but I was this close to adding, like, an extra last message on the last one because our outro was so fucking bad. We forgot.
Yeah, I have one written
so
out this time,
shit.
so we got it.
Okay, thank God. Like, we forgot to say so much shit. It's like, hey, you can like send us in some stuff, you know, things like that.
Absolutely.
We absolutely did not mention it at all.
Right.
So I was gonna add like another ending, like, hey, I might make a Twitter if that's what you want, you know, shit like that.
Please tell us what you want. We don't know what we're doing. Please.
I'm begging you. And I almost did, but then when I was trying to record the audio, I realized that I hated it and then didn't.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so this time we actually have an outro. And I feel like this is a good spot to put it in, actually. So,
but what about our final thing?
Oh, right.
It's your turn.
So I a little preemptive. It's my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay, so...
I could not be more scared. I'm very bad at storytelling on my own. Please.
Wait.
Make it easy for me!
Wait, okay. I have to figure this out.
Oh, God.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
This is actually, like... Man, okay, hang on. I need to fucking figure out how to word this, because it's not... Okay. This is actually something that my mom said.
Oh, does that mean we can get her in here after this?
That'll be the whole fucking family.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, so let me... I don't even think she'll remember this, to be honest, but I'm gonna have her come in.
Thank
anyways.
God. It's what we deserve.
because I love her. My mom is the best. Okay. So, basically, we were in the car, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of context here, because there's not much. I'm just trying to preface the story. And we were having a conversation, and at one point, my mom said, so, like, are you saying you... Are you saying that you wouldn't shoot Mothman? Go on.
Okay. So the thing you're telling me to give context to is you're saying you wouldn't shoot Mothman. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Take your time. Like, you can edit out all the fucking, like, long pauses of silence. Like, me trying to fucking, like, find the thing that I wanted to say was already, like, 18 minutes of, like, nothing, so this is fine.
Yeah, okay, good. Because honestly, all I can think is that, no, I wouldn't shoot Mothman! Who the fuck? Okay. So this was your mom at you.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate it. First of all, how dare she?
Right.
Shouldn't even ask. Because you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Who would?
Correct, actually. You're so right. So, listen. Maybe she is a cryptid hunter.
Oh.
And she was trying to prove your loyalty to her.
Holy shit, dude. That's actually, like, a really good idea. I mean, I know for a fact that it's been overused, but that's, like, a really good idea for, like a book.
Nice.
Or not necessarily, like, a book, but just, like, like, with cryptids specifically, just because I think just because I love cryptids and I think it'd be a cool idea, like a cryptid, like, sympathizer? I don't know if that's the proper term.
Yeah.
But, like,
That's you.
Yeah, it's me. I'm Mothman's boyfriend. And
Good.
like my mom is a cryptid hunter, and it's like a weird fucking, like, family affair.
It's like Romeo and Juliet, but with cryptids.
Oh my god, don't even fuck with me, man.
Yeah, sure. Romeo and Juliet
but you're
sucks
right.
Anyway.
Yeah, the
Everyone
only good
dies.
thing about Romeo and Juliet
Ravioli.
is Benvolio and Mercutio. What?
In my freshman year, my class collectively called Benvolio ravioli.
Ravioli. Okay. Listen,
Anyway, they were
Benvolio and
boyfriends.
Mercutio, they were fucking, and you know it. Don't even talk to me. Like,
okay, if
everyone who's listening knows it.
If you disagree, stop listening to our fucking podcast. You need to go right now.
Right fucking now. You need to leave. But if you haven't read Romeo and Juliet, then you're exempt from this. Like, don't even worry about it. We love and support you. But yeah, so I mean, you're right. Like, that was literally the whole thing.
Thank God.
What happened was, do you want me to give context now?
Yeah, absolutely, go for it.
What happened was, Donovan's been shitting himself wanting to go to West Virginia for the past, like, month and a half.
For that one
because he really what?
For that one cryptid festival, right?
Yeah. It's actually specifically a Mothman celebration.
Good.
Yes, it's what he deserves. So he's been, like, talking about it a lot. And my mom was talking about, like, well, yeah, but, like, you could go out there and, like, see a bird, but it would actually be Mothman. And, like, if somebody shoots it, then you would be shooting Mothman. And I said, oh no, that's fucking awful. Like, I, like, was in tears, in hysterics, like you do. And then she was like, well, are you saying you wouldn't shoot Mothman? And I was like, no, he's a good boy. And she was like, you know what? Actually, that's fair. So I hope you find solace in the fact that, she actually did agree with me when it came to, like, my fucking over-profession of love of Mothman.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now really quick, just because I it's gonna bother me if I don't. We need to complete the cycle. I have to figure out what I'm gonna say to get her in here.
I mean, you could.
I'm just gonna ask her opinion on Mothman.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Bring her in.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry, they were watching the end of a movie.
You're valid. How was the movie?
Okay.
This is important
Oh.
to me.
Dexter wants to know how Geostorm was.
It was really good.
Oh,
goody.
okay, I've heard of that movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like a movie about a serial killer, except the killer is just the weather. Anyway, except it's space weather. Anyway, so, Ma, we wanted to ask you, first of all, I have a question.
What's up?
If you were, like, a cryptid hunter, you would, like, tell me, right?
Yes, I would.
Okay, cool. Also, what's your opinion on Mothman?
Well, him and I are friends.
I'm sure
I
you
met
are.
him in Mackinac.
You didn't. We met a ghost in Mackinac, but it wasn't, like, the Mothman.
Well, he was big.
Well, it was probably just Dad then.
Well, could have been.
Do you want to talk about the ghost, actually?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about the ghost.
All right,
It was
so
real.
yeah, it was actually. It was a real ghost that we saw in Mackinac. We were on vacation there, and we were driving down a road, and I don't remember exactly where it was, but it was like right by the bridge, wasn't it?
It was right by the bridge.
It was right by the bridge leading to the island, and so we saw this lady who was dressed in like period clothes. Like she had like a bonnet and like a super long like white dress, and at first I thought it was actually just a person wearing a bedsheet, because we were driving down this road and she was at the other end of the road, like walking across the road, and she was going so fast, like you couldn't even see her feet move. Like you couldn't see her feet at all because of the dress and how long it was. But it got to the other side of the road.
She was like floating.
Yeah, she was. So what happened when she got to the other side of the road?
Well, then we were. Yeah, she just disappeared.
She did. We drove up because we were like, oh, she went around the corner of a building. We'll probably see her once we drive up. But we went up there, and she was just gone. And there was nowhere for her to go. Like, there was no way that she could have, like, ran fast enough to get away from us, because we were literally, like, right about to turn the corner when she, like, went on the other side of the street.
It was real. We all saw it. It was real. And then we looked for her for like half an hour and we couldn't find her.
We did. We kept driving around trying to figure out where she was, and we never saw her or anyone else dressed like her again. She did look like she was like Amish or something, but
Yeah.
she just disappeared.
Yeah. She wasn't walking. She was floating. And
She was.
fast. She was fast.
She was very fast. Like, it looked like she was supposed to be running, but her legs just weren't moving. And her hand, like, you know when you, like, run, you like, your hands swing, like, at your sides? Like, she wasn't doing that. Hers were, like, clasped, like, in front of her.
Yeah,
like, as she was
wild.
It was
scary.
Yeah, like, we were, like,
real
really
scary.
messed up about it for,
Yeah.
like, an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe not necessarily Mothman, but we've definitely had other supernatural experiences.
We did?
Okay, so that happened.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mama, for your supernatural insight.
Hey, you're welcome.
Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, that's like the whole story, and then some. Not just Mothman related, but that also happened. I was gonna tell you about it when we first got back, but I kind of wanted you to like be here because it was like so. Like it was, we've never had like experiences with ghosts like personally. My dad says that he saw the ghost of his dad once, like sitting on the end of his bed and like patting his leg like it's gonna be okay. And then, like, it was, like, a week after he died or something, so then he woke up and he was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But that was... Yeah. Yeah, that was it. But, that was so fucking... And it was, like, I have no doubt in my mind it was, like, real. I don't know, like, why she was there, or where she was going, or who she was, but it was a real ghost. There's no fucking doubt in my mind. But yeah, so I guess with the entire fucking family coming in, that's the end of... the episode.
We can just chill.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. I'm surprised that even one person has listened to the first episode. Like, that is more than I originally anticipated. Like, we're already kind of blown away. But if you liked what you heard and would like to hear more, you can follow us on Tumblr under the URL Eavesdroppers, and it's spelled exactly how it sounds. There's no dashes or spaces or anything. Or on SoundCloud under our account of the same name. And don't hesitate to send in any tidbits of conversations you've had or heard that you'd like us to guess the context to for future episodes. You can do that on my Tumblr, which is Softy Deluxe, or Dexter's Tumblr, which is
Don't even bother.
caffeine overdose.
But
But there's,
8
like-
extra E's.
No, it's like caffeine, an extra E, and then overdose and an extra E, and it's all one word. Or you could just go to the Eavesdroppers Tumblr and put it there because we'll absolutely check. I don't actually know if you can send asks there or not. That's what we were trying to figure out like before the episode started. But if you can, go ahead and do that. You can add your name and we'll credit you. You can also add like context to whatever little bit of information you're sending us, like whatever bit of conversation. So that we can like see how close our guess was to like the actual thing. Or if you don't know the context too, like that's fine. You don't have to. Both of those things are optional. You don't have to give us your name or anything. Or your username, I mean. And Dexter, do you have any final thoughts or reminders or anything?
Oh yeah, sure. I figured out the YouTube account. I can get it up there now.
Oh, God bless.
Yeah, thank God. Because it wasn't working for the first episode, but I can probably get that up there now. And I think that's it.
What is the we don't actually have like the YouTube up or anything, right?
I mean, I figured that out. I don't remember what it's called. If Google Chrome cooperates, I'm sure I could figure it out really quick.
That's okay. One thing that I can talk about while you're doing that is I don't know if Dexter's gonna like leave it in or anything. So in case we didn't actually talk about it earlier, we might be doing a Patreon thing set up. I actually have no fucking clue how Patreon works or like what it does or what it's for. But I know it's like a donation sort of thing. And you know, if you can do something you love, that's all well and good. But if you can make money off it, that's just a bonus, I guess. So we might be setting up a Patreon in the future, but we don't have one set up now. By the time the next episode airs, we'll have by the time the next episode airs, we'll have decided if that's a thing we want to do. If you guys have any like opinions or whatever on that you'd like to share and send in, please feel free to do that as well, and we'll get it figured out as soon as we can, which is like, you know, a few weeks from now, I guess.
The YouTube is just Eavesdroppers, but like the Gmail like account is weird, which is why I got confused. But the name of the channel is just Eavesdroppers, so that's good, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. So we should have episode 1 up
before this comes out, I'd fucking hope.
Yeah, hopefully. And yeah, I guess. Is that it? Are we good? Is there anything else we forgot?
I can tell you how the Patreon works, but we could just do that off the air. And then also, Twitter is a thing I might make, and then I'll probably just link all this shit down in the YouTube description or whatever from now on.
Sure.
So, great. We did it.
Okay. Alright, cool. So that's the end of episode 2, I guess. That'll do it for this episode, but we hope to see you soon. Okay, love you, bye-bye.